Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon.
Sajal and Akash, only two participants were there. Good afternoon.
Ma'am, I think
Sajal, pardon me.
yes, I think that students are waiting for the ID and password. I will tell them to join through ERP.
ERP is not working, no? Sajal, chat करूँ क्या?
Ma'am, I joined through ERP.
क्या Sajal?
Ma'am, I joined through ERP only.
Okay, आप ERP through join किए. ERP is not working.
Okay.
आप मैसेज डालो सब लोगों को मीटिंग आईडी से ही करने का है. It's not working, Sajal.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay.
chat करूँ क्या? आप डालते हैं.
Okay, ma'am. मैंने अभी तक डाला नहीं है ग्रुप पे मैसेज कोई.
It's not working. It is interrupting in between. That's why. Tell to your friends, everybody, it's that ERP is not working.
Okay, ma'am.
The screen is visible for everybody. Screen visible hai kya?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Shall I wait for 2 minutes? Shall I start? How many participants? Okay, 16. We will wait for 1 or 2 minutes, okay? Because it's a heavy rain, raining outside. अभी कुछ students को means from past 2 or 3 days board was not visible. Okay, from next Monday onwards means we are having some alternative. We are having some alternative. They want to purchase some tab. Okay, जो लोगों को समझ में नहीं आया previous का any problems, if anybody is having for them, I will conduct one more session. Don't worry related to that. समझ में आया ना मैं क्या बोला? जिसको बोर्ड नहीं दिखाई दिया, प्रॉब्लम्स चल रहे फ्रॉम पास्ट 3 to 4 days. ओके, आप लोग लिस्ट आउट करके रख लीजिए. मीन्स जो भी दिखाई नहीं दिया, क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम हो, दो सेशंस आई विल कंडक्ट अगेन. डोंट वरी रिलेटेड टू दैट. ओके, yesterday I have completed northwest corner rule. Understood everybody northwest corner rule?
Ma'am, in that you said 6 IBFS solutions should be there. How did you calculate like 6 only?
Yesterday the problem 6. The formula is m plus n minus 1. I told one note before conducting this. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
If your problem possesses IBFS, that means the first condition it should satisfy is total supply is equal to total demand. Correct? Total supply is equal to total demand. That is the first condition. First problem we took, that is 34. The first condition is that. The second condition is it should consist of m plus n minus 1 positive allocations. M represent number of rows, n represent number of columns. Right now, whatever the allocations you have circled, whatever the allocations, while solving problem we have allocated, correct na? Some allocated cells were there. You have to count those allocated cells. If you count those allocated cells, you will get 6. If you don't get 6, that means the problem is not initial basic feasible solution. The problem is of degeneracy. हम लोग कुछ असाइन किया ना, नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स असाइन किया था, याद है? सर्कल्स किया था. अभी वापस डिस्कस करेंगे. स्टिल यू आर हैविंग एनी, we will discuss. Okay, right now I will start. Same problem, we will take least cost method, then we will know which is the best method among these three. Take down first problem. I have shared the screen also. Simultaneously, आप लोग लिखिए ना, just listening and leaving, that is not the correct thing. सब आप लोग practice करना चाहिए. Practice is the mantra. क्योंकि only one attempt is the first attempt is the best attempt. If you ask me any advice, practice is the mantra. लक्ष्मी मैडम टीच करने दो, दूसरा लोग कोई भी, आप जब तक प्रैक्टिस नहीं करोगे तब तक कुछ नहीं होने वाला. पिछले 3-4 दिन से जो लोगों को भी प्रॉब्लम हुआ, टेंशन नहीं लेने का, कुछ दिखाई नहीं दिया, जो लोगों को है लिस्ट आउट करती हूँ, बाद में वो लोगों को स्पेशल सेशन कंडक्ट करती हूँ मैं. उसके बारे में ज्यादा सोचने का नहीं है. फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में डीएस कैसा क्लियर करना है, दैट इज योर इंटेंशन राइट नाउ. What happened? Because I told to you that I'm the examiner, moderator, syllabus setter for so many things. 2002 pattern students. Earlier it was a statistical quantitative methods. The paper name was a statistical quantitative methods. डराने के लिए नहीं बता रहा है. I don't want this. Okay, 2002 pattern students, still 90 students were pending. Still, how many attempts? 2002. If they were unable to clear after 7 attempts, that time 7 attempts was there. In the year 2002, I am talking about. Okay, 7 attempts. They were unable to clear it. Then after 3 years, every 3 years, the syllabus changes. Then they have attempted 2005 pattern. Even though if they were unable to clear it, then they don't get MBA degree. Right now, 2016 and 2019 case is entirely different. 2016 students at least have 4 attempts, but this batch, especially your batch, you are having only 2 attempts. This attempt and next semester is your final year, right? Only 2 attempts are possible. That's why one tagline students used to say, MBA students, DS clear, MBA clear. Suna hai? This is the tagline. Have you heard? सुना है क्या कभी? DS clear, MBA clear. This is the students tagline. कोई कुछ बात ही नहीं कर रहे. Students सुन रहे क्या नहीं?
हाँ मैम.
Yes, ma'am.
That's why maximum efforts you have to do. And any query, okay, right now Anisa has added in your group. Any query if you are having, please mention those queries. I will try to solve. डराने के लिए नहीं बता रहे. This is the fact. 2002-2005 DS who has not cleared, then they didn't get MBA degree. Okay, 2016 is having only 4 attempts, but this batch, especially your batch, is having only 2 attempts. First attempt is the best attempt. Right now, LCM, least cost method. But our college student, every time, most of the students secured 45, more than 45. You can ask your seniors, super seniors, anyone, take anyone's name. Maximum number of students got more than 40 and 45. But this batch also I am expecting the same type of result. But unfortunately it is online class. That's why I was unable to recognize, okay, who is getting, who is not getting. That's why don't be shy. Okay, try to ask questions. Okay, don't think waste of time. Anyhow, I will cover in the next session if we want. If I am unable to cover in this session, I will take one more session extra. But try to understand the concept. Try to do rigorous practice. I am mentioning rigorous practice. Okay. Don't get scared. Okay. Fact I told you. LCM. Right now we will solve least cost method. Listen carefully. I am going little bit slow. In the entire matrix, you have to see the least cost or minimum unit cost. Minimum unit cost. In the entire matrix, the least cost or minimum unit cost is 8. First problem, that's why with the formulas I will explain. Next problem onwards, I don't write with formulas. 8 appears at which place? S3 and D2. The formula is minimum of, formula remains the same, whatever the method. Minimum of supply comma demand. Particular row, particular column. Minimum of 8 comma 18. Minimum is 8. Already, first of all, you have to verify. Already we have verified this problem 34. Row total is equal to column total. If it is balanced, then only we will apply the procedure. Okay. Minimum of 8 comma 18. Minimum is 8. Assign those 8 units here. 8 minus 8, 0. 18 minus 8. And simultaneously, आप लोग भी solve करो. सुनना है, लिखना है. Simultaneously, both the works you have to do. Next. From the remaining matrix, which is least cost is 10. Least cost. That's why the name is least cost method. The least cost is 10. Appeared at which place? S1, D4. S1, D4. That is minimum of, formula remains the same, 10. Minimum of 7 comma 14. Minimum is 7. Assign those 7 units. 7 minus 7, 0. 14 minus 7, 7. This particular row goes off. These are the remaining elements. Among the remaining elements, the minimum unit cost is 20. 20 appears at S3D4. S3D4. The formula is minimum of 10 comma 7. 10 comma 7. Minimum is 7. Assign those 7 units. 7 minus 7, 0. 10 minus 7, it's 3. This particular column goes off. Right now, listen carefully. Here, 70, 40, 40, 70 remaining. Here, 40 appeared how many times? Twice. If there is a time, listen. If there is a time in minimum unit cost, you have to choose where maximum allocation is possible. Again, I am repeating. If there is a time in minimum unit cost where maximum allocation is possible. In some textbooks, if there is a time, you have to choose randomly. Okay, I am giving you a shortcut. Listen. If I take this 40 minimum unit cost, for example, I have chosen randomly. If I choose this 40, corresponding row, corresponding column, 3 comma 5, minimum of 3 comma 5, I can assign how many units here? Only 3 units. If I choose this 40, minimum of 9 comma 7, I can assign how many units? 7. Here 3, here 7. Where maximum allocation is possible? Among 3 and 7, 7 is maximum. That's why instead of choosing this 40, I have to choose this 40. That's why the rule is, if there is a time in minimum unit cost, you have to choose. You have to choose where maximum allocation is possible. That's why instead of choosing this 40, better to choose this 40. That is S2D3. S2D3, minimum of 7 comma 9. 7 comma 9. Minimum is 7. Assign those 7 units. 7 minus 7, 0. 9 minus 7, 2. Listen. Here, in some textbooks, in reference books also, if there is a time, in some textbooks, the procedure is given as you have to choose randomly. You have to choose randomly. Maybe some students choose this 40, then initial basic feasible solution, total transportation cost. For example, Lakshmi ma'am got the answer 390. The other student got the answer as 410. It's correct only. The procedure is correct. That student has chosen this 40. That's why maybe he got the answer as 410. Lakshmi ma'am has chosen this 40. That's why she got the answer 390. But initial basic feasible solution differs from student to student. But in the final examination, they will ask optimal solution. They will ask what? Optimal solution. 1 second. They will ask optimal solution. See, I'm in the screen share, you see. Here I wrote the second question. Obtain optimal and optimum solution. This question will come for 10 marks. Only this procedure carries 4 marks only, whatever we are doing. Okay, coming back to the problem. If one student had chosen this, maybe he got the answer 410. Lakshmi ma'am has chosen this. She got the answer 390. Both the ways it is correct. While computing optimum solution, okay, optimum solution answer is 320. Lakshmi ma'am should get the answer as 320 and this person also should get the answer as 320. Optimum solution remains the same for 17,000 students, but initial basic feasible solution may vary. समझ में आया? If you are not
Yes, ma'am.
if you are not following the rules, Lakshmi ma'am का rule पसंद नहीं है. If you don't like whatever the shortcuts I am suggesting, you have referred some reference or textbook, you feel that this is better. That's why you have chosen this randomly. You have chosen this randomly. But answer differs, you will get 4 marks. Don't worry about that. But optimal solution answer is 320. In IBFS, I got 390, but optimal solution answer should be 320. This person got IBFS as 410, but optimal solution should be 320. If he didn't get 320, only 4 marks that student will get. Okay, coming back to the original problem, that's why, okay, ma'am, why you are insisting? Maybe I am insisting, I don't know. Okay, here, I have chosen this. How? See, optimal solution. In initial basic feasible solution, this fellow got 410. I got 390. That means for me, one iteration will be reduced. Already in initial basic feasible solution itself, my total cost was less compared to him, 20 rupees less. Maybe I will get the answer in one loop. This fellow will get the answer in 2 loops. That means waste of time. That's why better to opt the shortcuts in DS especially. Okay. Coming back to the original problem, if there is a tie in minimum unit cost, you have to choose where maximum allocation is possible. Then one more case arises. For example, here also somewhere 40, here 40. Same, I am taking this is D3, S2, where we are getting S3, D1. Correct na? Here also 40, here also 40. If this is the case, for example, here I am having 3 corresponding value. Here I am having 5. Here somewhere 3, 5. Listen carefully. Okay, here there is a tie. This type of situation arises in the final examination. Don't get confused. If there is a tie, correct, here 40 appeared twice. Okay, if I choose this 40, minimum of 5, 3, how many units I can assign? Here I can assign 3 units. If I choose this 40, 5, 3, I can assign only 3 units. That case, you have to choose randomly. Again, I am repeating. If there is a tie in minimum unit cost, where maximum allocation is possible, that is first condition. If there is a tie in minimum unit cost and there is a tie in allocation, that means here also 3, here also 3. There is a tie in minimum unit cost as well as there is a tie in allocation. If there is a tie in allocation, that case you have to choose randomly. Any 40 you can choose. Clear? Okay, we will solve in Modi method. This type of questions will arise. Okay, till here 7 minus 7, 0, 9 minus 7, 2. This particular column goes up. Right now only 2 elements are remaining. Minimum is 40. Particular row, particular column. That is minimum of 3, 5. 5 minus 3, 2. 3 minus 3, 0. It appeared where? S3, D1. Minimum of 3, 5. Minimum is 3. Next. Right now, this row goes off. Right now, see, balanced 2, 2. Whatever the remaining units assigned to 2 minus 2, 0. 2 minus 2, 0. Right now, we have to write total transportation cost. Total transportation cost is nothing but Cij into Xij. Corresponding cost into how much supply and demand you are allocating. That value you have to write. 10 into 7 plus 70 into 2 plus 40 into 7 plus 40 into 3 plus 8 into 8 plus 20 into 7. This value you will get by using LCM. You will get 814 rupees. Yesterday we solved northwest corner rule. The same problem. How much we got? I remember the answer. That is 1015. Right? कल हम लोग यही प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व किया था by using northwest corner rule. That time we got the answer as 1015. Today by using least cost method we have solved. The answer is 814. From 1015 to 814, the total transportation cost has reduced. That's why among these two methods, which method is best? Least cost. I am repeating once again. Listen carefully. First of all, we have to verify whether the given matrix is balanced or not by adding row total and column total, total supply and total demand, 34, 34. The given problem is balanced transportation problem. By using LCM, in the entire matrix, you have to search for, you have to look at the minimum unit cost or least element, whatever it is. The minimum least cost is 8. Okay, the particular row, particular column, that is S3D2. The formula is minimum of supply comma demand, corresponding row, corresponding column, minimum of 8 comma 18, 8. Assign those 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. This particular column goes off. 18 minus 8, 10. Okay, next, this column goes off. These 3 columns remaining. Among these 3 columns, you have to search for the smallest element. Smallest element is 10. Appears at S1, D4. Corresponding row, corresponding column, minimum you have to choose. 7 comma 14, minimum is 7. 7 minus 7, 0. 14 minus 7, 7. This particular row goes off. This particular row goes off. 70, 40, 40, 70, 60, 20 are remaining. Among these elements, the minimum is 20. Okay, that appears at S3, D4. Minimum of 7 comma 10. Minimum is 7. Assign that 7. 7 minus 7, 0. This particular column goes off. Right now, remaining is 70, 40, 40, 70. Here, if there is a tie in minimum unit cost, you have to choose where maximum allocation. What is maximum allocation? Maximum supply or demand. You have to assign. That's why instead of choosing this 40, I have chosen this 40. In this particular row and particular column, 7 comma 9, I can assign 7 units. If I choose this minimum of 3 comma 5, I can assign only 3 units. That's why first preference will be given to this 40. Okay, 7 comma 9, 7. 7 minus 7, 0. This particular column gets cancelled. 9 minus 7 is 2. Right now, only 2 elements are remaining, 70 and 40. Particular row, 3. Particular column, 5. 3 minus 3, 0. 5 minus 3, 2. 2 is remaining. Here also 2 is remaining. Assign that 2 here. 2 minus 2, 0. In both the cases. Okay, right now, how to verify I told? These are called as allocated cell. Right hand side, whatever the allocation you have circled, these are called as allocated cells. Remaining elements I am saying. In assignment problem, we told this as remaining elements or uncovered elements. In transportation problem, those are called as non-allocated or unallocated cells. Allocated. किसी को pronunciation में भी allocated. Okay. Allocation पूछा था मेरे को कोई one student. Allocated. A-L-L-O-C-A-T-A-T. Allocated. Okay. Clear till here? Right now, how to verify? I told. Number of units. Are we getting same? 7. 2 plus 7, 9. 3 plus 8, 11. 11 plus 7, 18. 2 plus 3, 5. 8. 7. 7 plus 7, 14. And one student asked, how to verify m plus n minus 1? M plus n minus 1. Here, how many rows we are having? 3 rows. And how many columns we are having? 4 columns. 3 plus 4 minus 1, 7 minus 1. I should get 6 allocated cells. I should get how many? 6 allocated cells. But how to verify? Allocated cells is nothing but wherever right hand side, upper corner you are circling. Those are allocated cells. First row, only 1 allocated cell. Second row, how many? This. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. 6 is equal to 6. That's why this problem possesses initial basic feasible solution. This problem possesses initial basic feasible solution. Clear? Students?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Till the time just to go through the board, I will take the attendance. Then one more problem we will solve by using LCM. I will just give me 1 minute for attendance, please. Till the time you go through, if you are having any query, you will raise your query. Any queries? But strength is very less today. I don't know. Every day more than 40 today is very less. Thank you. Okay. One more problem I will solve. Okay. Third problem I will solve by using LCM. One girl had asked the doubt, that is m plus n minus 1. समझ में आया?
हाँ मैम, समझ में आया. Yes.
Next, third problem we will take for LCM. आप लोग बहुत शांत रहते हैं. एटलीस्ट पीसीसी हुए स्टूडेंट्स तो कुछ पूछते हैं. आप लोग कुछ नहीं पूछ रहे. पता नहीं. सब समझ में आ रहा है. ऐसा समझना पड़ेगा मेरे को. फिर वही है क्या? नहीं तो पूछने के लिए डर लग रहा है. निखिल
यस मैम.
अब समझ में आ रहा है क्या? नहीं.
यस मैम, सब समझ रहा है.
टाइम बताना पड़ेगा.
Yes,
सजल
यस मैम, समझ रहा है.
समझ में आ रहे हैं गर्ल्स एंड बॉयज सब लोग? क्योंकि वो दोनों का नाम दिख रहा है इसलिए पूछे. बाकी का स्टूडेंट्स ऐसा मत समझ मैडम हम लोगों को क्यों नहीं पूछ रहे. सिलेबस का टेंशन मत लो. एनी हाउ एट एनी कॉस्ट आई विल कंप्लीट द सिलेबस. सिलेबस का टेंशन मत लो. आप लोग प्रैक्टिस करना. आप लोग देख लीजिए. ओके, कमिंग बैक टू द प्रॉब्लम. Again same, total supply should be equal to total demand. Row total and column total you have to add. Here it is 125. Similarly, if you add 70 plus 55, you will get 125. Okay, then the given problem is of balanced. Right now, I don't want to write the formulas. In the entire matrix, you have to search for minimum unit cost. The minimum unit cost is 1, but appear twice. That means here it is a tie. If there is a tie, what I have suggested, listen, abhi samajh mein aayega अच्छे से. If I choose this one, if I choose this one, particular row, particular column, minimum we have to take. Minimum of 20, 55. How many units I can allocate here? 20. If I choose this one, minimum of 50, 55. I can allocate how many units here? 50. Among 20 and 50, where maximum allocation is possible? 50. That's why instead of choosing this one, which one I have to choose? I have to choose this one. 50. 50 minus 50, 0. 55 minus 50, 5. This particular row goes off. Then, again, minimum unit cost is 1. Particular row, particular column. Minimum of 20, 5. Minimum is 5. 5 minus 5, 0. 20 minus 5, 15. This particular column goes off. This particular column goes off. Right now, from remaining elements, which is minimum? 2 is minimum. Particular row, particular column. Minimum we have to choose. 15, 30. Minimum is 15. 15 minus 15, 0. 30 minus 15, 15. This particular row goes off. And remaining elements are minimum unit cost is this. Particular row, particular column. Minimum of 30, 40. Minimum is 30. 30 minus 30, 40 minus 30. 0. This particular row goes off. Right now only 2 elements are remaining. Minimum unit cost is 4. Minimum of 10, 25. Minimum is 10. 10 minus 10, 0. 25 minus 10 is 15. This particular column goes off. See, here 15, here 15. Whatever the procedure you did is correct. 15 minus 15, 0. 15 minus 15, 0. I told how to verify. Supply, you should get after adding positive allocations, you should get the corresponding supply and demand. 15 plus 5, 20. 50 remains as it is. 30 remains as it is. 10 plus 15, 25. 30 plus 10, 40. 15 plus 15, 30. 5 plus 50, 55. That means your procedure is correct. You will get 4 marks. If you are not getting corresponding supply and demand, that means somewhere you made a calculation mistake. Again, you have to rub, you have to make allocations with pencil. That's why I told, while cancelling the line as well as while writing the allocated cells, better to use pencil. If you made a mistake, you can go back and you can rectify. Otherwise, what you have to do, you have to completely cross the table and again you have to write the new table. That's it. That is waste of your time. In the final examination, this entire problem, optimal solution, within 20 to 20 minutes you have to complete. Otherwise, you won't be able to solve remaining problems. Total transportation cost. Again, 2 into 15 plus 1 into 5 plus 1 into 50 plus 3 into 30 plus 4 into 10 plus 6 into 15. You will get this answer as 305. The same problem we solved by using northwest corner rule. The same problem we have solved today's lecture itself, right? What is the answer we got? 455 rupees. By using least cost method, I got 305 rupees. Minimize the cost? Yes, minimized. From 455 to it has reduced to 305. That's why among these two methods, least cost method is best. Right now, we will verify for m plus n minus 1. This is compulsory. You have to verify for m plus n minus 1 condition. Here, first row 2, correct na? Here 3. How many rows we are having? 4 rows. How many columns we are having? In general, 3 by 4 or 4 by 3 matrix only in the final examination also you will get. Okay, 6 positive allocations I should get. First row, if you observe, 1, 2. Second row, only single allocation. Third row, you are having only single. Fourth row, you are having 2 allocations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, the problem possesses initial basic feasible solution. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Right now,
Yes, ma'am.
least cost method is over. Just make a note. Abhi samajh mein aayega. One, there is a type again. Then I told, correct na? If there is a type, today and one more week you will remember. If there is a tie, then we have to allocate maximum allocation. Okay, after 1 month, you don't remember why Lakshmi ma'am has taken 50, why not 20? This should not happen. If you want, I will give you a note. Students?
Yes, ma'am.
Just write down
Yes,
one.
ma'am.
Otherwise, you won't remember later. Okay. Write down just note in LCM itself. You write down the note. If there is a tie in minimum unit cost, you have to choose where maximum allocation is possible. You have to choose where maximum allocation is possible. Okay, that is first point. Second point in the same problem, if there is a tie in minimum unit cost, again there is a tie in positive allocations, you have to choose randomly. Clear?
Can you repeat the second statement?
If there is a tie in minimum unit cost, and again AGAIN, again if there is a tie in allocation, you have to choose randomly. Remember na case 40-40, everywhere minimum of 3,
Yes, ma'am.
5, minimum of 3, 5. That case you have to choose randomly.
Okay, Anish Karia here. Just give me one answer to this. As right now I'm requesting you, see that till the time we are coming with other solutions, I am just having this notebook in front of you. Hardly 2 minutes left. Just let me know, are you able to see these writings or not? So we can conduct the sessions. Board is having the problem right now. What the many students have given their concern that board is not visible due to various reasons. Okay, maybe a network connection, maybe a highlight is over there. So just tell me how comfortable you are right now. I am writing a sum over here. That see that. Are you able to see that correctly?
No, sir.
So the camera angle is not.
No.
Yes. Just a moment. Yes, we'll take care of that as well. Okay. Camera angle also we will change. Okay. Less than a minute is required. Just do that for the sake of understanding right now. So accordingly, we will change it. ठीक है मैम.
ऐसा लिख लो नंबर randomly.
The mirror image that we will change accordingly. Don't worry. How comfortable you are right now with this? If is it readable to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
See, while giving the solution, let's say something has happened. I don't know. I'm just randomly picking up the things. Is it visible better than the board?
It is visible, sir, but
It
the
is.
board was also fine.
So I think board is better, sir.
Board is better. Fine. Okay.
Yes, sir. Today it was like the board was looking good.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Less than a minute is required. This session will end now. But again, there is one more solution digitally that we are coming up with. It give us a